Hi, good morning. Are you up and dressed and you got your shoes on and you're ready to get your heart rate up, right? I'm getting ready to head to the gym and hit that treadmill. I wanted to go over a few things. One of my subscribers brought up the fact that they didn't know my journey, and I didn't realize that I had so many new followers that I needed to update my journey with y'all. So let's start at the beginning. At the end of 2017, I went to the doctor for the first time in 10 years. And I stepped on the scale for the first time in over 10 years. It said 427 pounds. I was devastated. I had no clue where I was going to turn, how I could even think about affording weight loss surgery with the minimal insurance I had through my little company that I worked for. It was just so overwhelming. And my good lifelong friend Krista, hi sweetie, brought up keto and give it its honest effort for 30 days. And if I couldn't do it, we were going to work something out. We were going to figure it out. So by February of 2018, I just jumped in, started keto. I got down to 260 pounds, and the doctors were still denying me service, helping me with my knees. I have osteoarthritis, and my knees were collapsing in on each other. I was beginning to not be able to walk. I was using a walker, a cane, and eventually into a wheelchair. I couldn't stand to do my dishes. I couldn't stand to cook my meals. I used a secretary chair inside my home on the wood floors. Yep. And I kept going at that keto. And eventually I got back into it in 2022. After COVID shutdowns, I had gained some back. Probably a little over half of what I had lost back. I got up to about 365, 70 pounds again. And in July of 2022, I was at the weight loss surgery doctor's office again. And I thought, no way. I know what works. And I'm going to do it starting today. And I did. That day, I left that doctor's office thinking, no way. I got myself into this mess and I was going to get myself out. Because even with that surgery, it doesn't teach you what got you to that weight in the first place. You know, you have to learn how to relearn your eating habits. When I was going to school, I would reward myself with cheesy French fries because I got an A on a test. We have to rewire your brain. So, that day I started back in keto in 2022, and I got down to about 270, 280, I think. And in 2023, August of 2023, I went straight BBB and E for like 3 months, and I got down to 222 pounds. Sure did. It was melting off like butter. And yes, you go to the bathroom every day. You gotta understand the mechanism in order to make it work. And it worked for me. It did. It melted right off. They replaced both my knees 10 weeks apart. 10 weeks and 2 days. And I had to relearn how to walk. And I started walking my yard with my walker again, and then I got to the cane, and eventually I started getting down to the street and I started videotaping my walks. And I thought within a couple of miles, but I don't know exact distance I was doing, but I was doing a significant amount of walking, but there was no inclines or declines in challenges. So I wasn't doing as much work as I thought I was. And summer was approaching, so I joined the gym. And that's what started my gym journey about a month and a half now. And it's changed everything. It's changed the whole game. I'm slowly getting out of my stall, and I'm getting back into the groove of being in carnivore and not at all ketovore or anything. It's kind of hard. It's difficult because that's all there is. That's all you eat. And it's a mind game. I'm a cook. I cook all the time. I didn't get big for no reason. I'm a good cook. So that's been the biggest challenge, is the seasonings and the onions and the peppers and stuff, and you can really overdo it. I have successfully lost enough weight now that I can get on a treadmill and do the inclines and the time, but it's taken a long time to get there. Don't give up on yourself. It takes a minute, and a little bit every day doesn't hurt. It's your time. That's the way I think of it. It's my time. You can't pour from an empty cup. True facts. Anyway, that's my story so far. I hope you don't get into the position I did. Don't let yourself get there. It's not easy. It's a challenge. Every single day it's a challenge. But I'm going to do it because I am a strong person that loves herself. And I think you should too. Love the ones you love. Get up and walk.